Hello, family and friends. Come and chat and let's talk a while. I miss talking and chatting with you for a few days. We've been very busy these last few days trying to get the garden, the yard done, and some baking done because next week is supposed to be hot and humid. And at my age, I'm slowed down. I can't do as much as I used to do. My daughter's been doing most of the hardest and the heaviest stuff to do, but I do everything, that I can do. But I'm glad at least I'm able to do some stuff. But it could be a lot worse than what it is. And I'm telling you, the garden, it just looks like a lot of the stuff is going to end up dying after all. It's not because it's not been watered or taken care of. So I guess it's the way it's meant to be. I hope if that's all of your all's garden and stuff doing well, but maybe next year we might have a better year. And my daughter made some banana bread. It tasted really good. She baked cookies, and we was trying to do yogurt for the first time. So, we decided the first one may not be as well, so we dumped all of that. And then we started another one, and sooner or later, I guess we'll get the hang of it. We was trying to learn how to make stuff so it would help, like we're going to the grocery store, because everything seems to be so high anymore and keeps going up. But that's life. But so far though, what we baked stuff, it's turned out to really be good. I can remember growing up when my mom baked. It was all from scratch, and it really tasted good, but it really didn't last long by the time everybody dug in, kept eating, and before you know it was all gone. And that scratch stuff was awfully good. It had such a good taste. But I guess that was their only way too of, baking and knowing how to do anything. But she could do like about anything she wanted to. And she could make the best homemade biscuits ever was. But she's gone now. She's in a better place and no more pain. And I was sure I'll stay. Did you get everything you needed to get done? So tomorrow we're hoping to get a lot more done. What we can, but we don't do as much on Sunday because Sunday is mostly the day of rest. It'll just be tomorrow, or it's Sunday, it'll be the things that needed to be done, no worse tomorrow. And the next week it's going to be so hot and humid, and you can't be out too much, especially with the humidity and stuff. It's just too hard for me to breathe, and also have trouble walking and getting around but I make it, and that's with the Lord's help. And if you don't mind, if you can care, would you say a little prayer for my cousin Lance? He is 11 years old, and they found out Friday that he has leukemia. It just seems like there's sickness all over, and sickness I got no certain age, and they can hit us all, and hit us all at any time. It's just so much sickness, but just the way things are meant to be. And she made some, my daughter made some homemade peanut butter cookies. I'm not for sure are they done yet?
Yeah, they're done.
Big batch of homemade peanut butter cookies too. I said, that's going to be a lot of good eating. It's going to be a lot of good pounds too on anybody with all the junk food. But sometimes it's nice to have sweets as well as other stuff, and especially when they're homemade. And that's how we got a lot of our stuff when we was a lot younger too, was by having made homemade. We would make homemade candies, just anything we could think of. We'd make those homemade biscuits, we take them and we make donuts with them. And we'd save little bitty lids, and we cut holes out in the middle of them. And then we would put them on an orange skillet, and we would fry them on heads. And then when they would get done, we would put powdered sugar on some, and no white sugar on the other. And I mean, you could have a plate full. And it was, really, it was 6 of us. And before you know it, the whole plate was good, and asking for more. But you can also get them in the store this day and time, but they just don't seem like they are not got the same taste as they did years ago. I don't know if it's from the ingredients they put in them or what it is. And my daughter, she's got this big banana tree that's growing here by the patio. Turn around and show them that big leaf. And that's just one of the leaves. And she's got 3 or 4 different sets of banana trees. And they're getting so big, and the leaves are getting so big. And the one in the front on the left, it's almost to the roof. It's so big. And they're beautiful. They're shady too, also. And a lot of people, they cook different stuff with the leaves of them, but I'm not for sure what they make, because different ones has come and, got leaves and stuff, so they could cook like different, like things with them. But I guess it's ever what you like and ever what you know how to fix. But me, the most stuff, really about all I know to fix is the country grub, as people call it. But to me, that's the best steak it is. Uh, and a lot of people, I don't think they care so much for that. This day and time they could have, like the fast food, all of that stuff like that. But, the country food, it stays with you longer. And it's a lot more healthier too than a bunch of junk stuff is. But I guess it's what people likes. And on the potatoes, I don't know if they're just about ready to dig or what, because they're turning like brown. The blossoms has died off, and they're wanting like to lean. So I guess that should be pretty well here soon. We tried them this year in like a bucket, so we'll see how they do this year. Last year we put them in the garden and we had no luck, but the soil there is not as good either. It's not as rich. It's more got like a little gravel. It's just kind of hard to work with. But next year, maybe too, we'll get something better. To where we can really, like plow turn the ground up better. But we was planning on too during the winter was supplying up with some good soil and all that having it, way before planting time. And hoping that we'll do a lot better with it next year. But who knows, it might turn all the way around and do great, we just don't know, but that could happen.
Mommy, what's your advice for people who like grief, like who like you has lost their mom, their husband, their son, a sister? What is your advice if someone's going through that? Like, what keeps you going every day?
Well, the one thing I have to do, if I don't keep going, you'll give up. And I try to go each day, like the best I can. And there's many people out there too has also lost a lot of loved ones. And a lot of the loved ones is as close and could be the same like members of their family. But to me, I don't think you ever get over grief. I haven't yet. But some people, they say, that they do well. But I've not been that fortunate yet. They are on my mind every day. It's just hard.
But it does help knowing that they're in heaven and we'll see them again.
Yeah, that does. That means.
And Brad's up there probably laughing and saying, "Ha ha, I beat you first."
Yeah.
And probably so is Jamie. And you know, Daddy's up there talking to anybody that he can talk.
Yeah. But you know, one thing about it, they're out of all the pain, all of the pain and misery, ache and just. But it's funny how people can be so sick like that and keep holding on right until that last minute and just don't want to give up. But towards the end, my husband, he was ready. He was ready.
But he fit to the very end, though.
Yeah.
That's why I think he went so fast, because the Lord knew he would still fight if it didn't go fast. But I think he seen bread, and then I think that's what made Daddy let go.
Yeah, because he had told me a month before that this person, he would have dreams about him and Brand. He'd wake me up every night, and it'd be around 2. And then he said that him and Brand was meeting each other on a hilltop, but he never could get to reach the hug Brand. And then we would talk probably till about maybe 4 after. And he'd say, no, I want to go be with Brad. And he just kept saying that, you know, all the time. He said, I don't want to leave you all, but I want to be with Brad too. But, you know, he fought a long battle. And sick so many days. But you know, it's sad when you get to where you can hardly eat. You can even hardly drink water. You know, it's terrible.
Tell him about when Daddy became sick, because you know Daddy wasn't saved when Daddy got sick, and then how Daddy ended up getting saved and baptized and all that.
We was going to the Sunday church.
No, before then, remember? Before Daddy got saved. How did all that happen?
Oh, well, I mean, we always went to, you know, like different churches and stuff like that. Then after he took cancer, he might have had it like maybe 2 years, or maybe not that long. And then we were sitting in the hospital, and he said, I want to be baptized. I said, okay. And he said, I want you to be baptized with me. And I said, okay. So we saw the preacher at the Sonic Church, and we set it up, and he baptized us one evening as he got out of the hospital.
And he wasn't supposed to do it
And
because he had the chest tube still in
And he
with a big hole.
And he wasn't supposed to do it. And then he wanted tape to cover the hole and stuff, so when no water could get to it. And we got baptized there.
And then his oldest sister,
It was
BB.
me and my husband and his oldest sister, Mary. We all got baptized that evening.
and he would play, I can only imagine, over and over and over and watch that movie.
Yeah, yeah, he loved that song. And he always kept saying, now when Crowder comes back, I'm going to make sure I go. But he didn't make it that long. He didn't make it that long at all.
I remember Daddy's 2 wishes, to walk me down the aisle and to live till your guys' 50th wedding anniversary. And the Lord granted him both of them wishes.
Yeah, he did.
And then he wanted to see Elijah graduate, but he couldn't make it to that one.
Yeah, he said, now if I could see Elijah, he said, it won't happen. Okay, all the youngsters have a good day today.
So on a lighter note, tell us a story or tell us a memory of you guys being kids, or me and Brad being kids, or something.
Do what?
Tell us a memory or something funny, or a funny story of your guys' childhood when you guys were little, or me and Brad being little, or the grandkids being little, or...
Just so much to tell. I mean, lots of things everybody did. Lots of things people said. I like the oldest grandson. I don't know if he just held back words or what, but he was about 2. We all was sitting on our porch talking, and all of a sudden, Sawyer, he broke loose, and he was just making complete sentences. It wasn't just like no word or two. He was making sentences about them big yellow, like dump trucks that kids used to have made of metal. And he was talking to that dump truck. I mean, whole big sentences. He was about 2. And then from then on, he made conversation just like anyone else.
Yeah, and he's the one who called you Nene, and we have no idea where he got that from, heard it from. He'd say, that's not... His friends would say, well, that's your grandma. He'd say, that is not my grandma. My grandma, I don't have a grandma. He'd say, I have a mama in Michigan. I have a mama in heaven, and that's a Nene. That's Nene, he'd say. Nene is not old to be a grandma, he would say.
Yeah, Sawyer always started calling me Nene when he started talking. And that stuck with me ever since. And then just about everybody now calls me Nene. And that's where the Nene comes from, was Sawyer. Eliana, I want to say hi to you, and I love you very much, and I hope to see you soon. And may God bless each and every one of you, and you have a good night. And I'll talk and chat with you tomorrow. May God bless you all.